Hallo zusammen, hier spricht Echofrosch und herzlich willkommen zu Aviary Attorney. Äh, Ich habe keine Ahnung, worum es bei diesem Spiel geht. Ich weiß, dass es um eine Gerichtssimulation geht und das Adjektiv deutet auf Vögel hin, aber sonst habe ich keine Ahnung, was hier passiert und wir werden einfach mal uns überraschen lassen. January 1st, 1884. The Chateau Crinière of Baron Rogel. Is that Monsieur Granville? Oh mon Dieu! Dame Cataline, what have you done? Act 1, a cat with claws. Ein Frosch wurde umgebracht. Das geht so nicht. Sparrowson, it's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well, look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Too early for worms. Past the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson, you may have the honors. Alright, Dear Monsieur Falcon. Falcon? I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Pertois Demion of the Demion Estate. Ja, die Wortwitze, sie sind hier. Well, this is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months. Not just that, the Demiao estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Of course. It would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent. My derrière was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I'd better file away Seigneur de Miao's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Pourtois' letter has been added to your evidence folder. Ah. Wunderbar. Okay. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party. And at Christmas? Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Falcon picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he is carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. 20 Franken. Oder, ne, Franken. Franc. Let's make a move. Welcome to the map screen. From here you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Also, ja, hier sind die Aviary Attorney Offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk mail. Und es sieht so aus, als seien wir in Paris. Ah, und hier ist eine Uhr. Ah, weil wir Zeit brauchen, um zur Conciergerie zu gehen. For centuries, the infamous Conciergerie prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. Ich fürchte, mein Französisch ist nicht so bon. Ich lerne lustigerweise tatsächlich gerade Französisch. Meine Aussprache lässt allerdings noch zu wünschen übrig. Das heißt, bitte nicht zu schrecklich mit mir umgehen, wenn ich etwas schlecht ausspreche. Ich spreche auch Englisch schlecht aus, obwohl ich das eigentlich können sollte. Aber egal, La Conciergerie. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered. What do you want? Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Dame Chatelaine de Miao. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine. Follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Chatelaine de Miao, I presume? You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petit assistant, Sparrowson. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Oh. You see, Falcon, I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Chatelaine, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. Ich weiß, dass das nicht gedacht ist, aber der Letter war a little brief. Das ist, wenn man Deutsch und so, ja. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinière, the home of great Baron Roguel. Weiß nicht. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Greenway and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff. Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investment, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pshaw, let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Können wir mal schauen. A photographer named Robitio attended the banquet. Schön, das wussten wir zwar noch nicht, aber gut. Please continue, Dame Chatelaine. So, after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Greenway wahrscheinlich. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Ja, wer war denn alles da? Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening. Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest mamma couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rogel, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Colleen, I think she was called. Of course there was Monsieur Granville, well, until, he died. And there was Monsieur Robiccio de Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Did you see anything suspicious? Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait! Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did? Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was! You and your damn stomach. Let me see. Oh, we had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marble steak served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. Fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery, even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Criniere would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Criniere and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robiccio de Robinho. 2 days for 2 tasks? Sounds doable. Seems doable, but we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? Na klar, erstens sind wir Verteidigungsanwälte und zweitens sind wir, Kavalier, Vögel, gentle birds, whatever. Of course, Dame Cataline, it's our duty as lawyers and as gentlemen to have faith in your testimony. You can trust us. Thank you both. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Granville, Baron Rogel, these names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures and description in one easy-to-carry catalogue. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. You can access a list of people you have met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. A new day. The game saves automatically at the start of each new day. But you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting the Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the clock symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing the escape key. Also alles ganz normal. Ja, wunderbar. Ich hoffe sehr, dass das alles funktioniert und es nimmt den Ton und die Musik. Okay, wo gehen wir zuerst hin? Ich würde mal sagen, der Fotograf läuft uns nicht weg, beziehungsweise wenn er uns wegläuft, dann haben wir so oder so ein Problem. Wir sollten zunächst an den Ort des Mordes gehen. Baron Rogel resides at Chateau Crenier, an impressive manor house with an immaculate garden. Oh, chic. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crenier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Sotan. Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change. You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? Es wäre jetzt gut zu wissen, wie viel ein Franc wert ist im Frankreich des mittleren 19. Jahrhunderts. Andererseits, wenn die schon länger hier sind, könnten sie etwas gesehen haben. Ich glaube, wir sind großzügig. Here you go. Stay safe, madam. Oh, wow. Bless you, messieurs, bless you. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Crenier. Wow, look at this place. Baron Rogel must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron, we'd like a word! How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated war thug. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rogel, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? No, we're attorneys. Not quite. I am a private attorney, J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know, you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Ich finde noch ein bisschen die einzelnen Stimmen. Es tut mir leid, das ist alles ganz neu für mich. Oh. Yes, this jumpy... Das ist besser, glaube ich, mit diesem... This jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning, asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch we'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on Monsieur Granouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself? Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I am afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It is a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. So, where shall we go first? Ah. Okay. Ich würde sagen, wir schauen uns zuerst den Garten an. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that! That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you have had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Select an area to examine. Statue, 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 Statue. Okay, ich würde sagen, wir fangen mit dem Brunnen an. This fountain is finely crafted. It is solid, carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower bassin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper bassin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wait in to take a closer look just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Oh, I apologize, I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way, if you want to go wading, do it yourself. I am a respectable lawyer, you can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? Tails. Plant squiggles, it's called a wreath, Sparrowson. Sure, I'll bet on the plant squiggles. Here I go. It's heads. Should have gone with the old emperor, Falcon. Ah, fine. Hold my shoes. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim? No, I am a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Rogale? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Cigar butt has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else we need to do here? Okay. Was haben wir denn alles? Aha, aha. This is a red herring. Was für ein Wortwitz. Okay, ich würde sagen, wir untersuchen hier noch und dann hören wir auf. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep, eventually we realized that it was just filling up on hors d'oeuvres. Ah, terrible. Okay, hier gibt es nichts. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "Why the long face? Yes, yes, we've all heard that one." What? No, the barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under this stable." I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. Okay. Gibt es hier noch was außer den Statuen? A finely crafted horse statue. The mane looks almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No. No, I would not. Baron Rogel certainly likes his horse statues. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little carrot people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddler's horseback riding. Okay, und so wie es aussieht, war es das hier. I think we're done here. Good God, but are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Select the room to investigate. Und ich glaube, damit lassen wir es für diese Folge. Ich hoffe, es gefällt. Ich finde das Spiel zumindest faszinierend und ich bin gespannt, wie es noch wird. Und deswegen sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dann!